So the first one, what we need is we need to draw a line, and we need to bring in a resource and then connect a template of an animation to that resource. So the template of the animations you're going to find over here in our user guide. Callum, you can put the link over there for me. Basically, if you type in animate over here, you can just see like all the steps and the instructions on how to do that. And right at the beginning over here, there is a template for the resource animation that you can download, and it's going to look like this at first. So ignore the coding that you see on this view over here. It's just like something that is on the back end, but there will be a download button over here for you to use. Ignite is really acting up today. So that's just trust me that once you open this, there will be a download button over here at the top. Okay, cool. So I will use that same file, right? I already have it downloaded over here. So basically, let me show you guys how we can build this up. Okay, so I will start by drawing a line over here in my project setup. I will click on 3D line, and I'll draw a line to define what is going to be a path of a truck or a car or anything like that. So let's use cars for now. And I'm gonna just make it so like a car is gonna come from here, and then it's gonna turn this way, and then go straight over here, and then it's gonna turn this way and go inside the construction site. Okay. So when I hit confirm, you can see this line right now. And for the presentation, what I usually suggest is that you disconnect this line from the timeline, so the line will be hidden by default. But for now, just for the presentation, I'm gonna create like a spacing of a line over here so we can visualize that pretty well. Okay, so here's my line that defines the path of the animation. The first point of my line is the start of the animation, and the end point of my line is the end of the animation. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put in like a vehicle over here. So I'm just gonna put in like any car, right? So Cybertruck, the prettiest vehicle of all time, right? So let's put this guy over here, and we can just now go into the visual programming tab, and this is where we're gonna drop in that file that you downloaded from our user guide, right? So let me find over here on my visual graph templates. I already have like a folder over here that contains all the templates that I usually use. So let me just drop this in here. This is the same file that you guys are gonna download from the user guide, and then the custom graph is created, and now we're gonna go and edit this. So basically, you can ignore a lot of what's in the screen right now, especially this red portion over here, because this is a template of a visual programming, right? So basically, you can do a lot with visual programming, but we already created some chunks of like work that is already done for you to save some time. Okay, so the for two things that we need to do at this view is to reconnect the main object. So basically, you're gonna bring in the main object over here, then select this view, and then select the object that you're working on. So in this case, the Cybertruck. And then you can also choose what is the 3D line that you're gonna follow. So this is gonna show a list of all the 3D lines available on your site. And if there are more than the ones that you're seeing right now over here, you're gonna see like the list of all of them, okay? So once it's completed, this is where you're gonna see, right? So there's gonna be the object will start to follow on top of that line. So from here, the template that you're gonna download from the user guide, there will be some controls over here that will show you how to adjust the speed and completion of this path and things like that. But basically, it's just like the most important one is going to be the speed controller, which will allow you to change what is the speed of this vehicle, right? So if I change the speed over here, you see that my vehicle is going to go a little bit faster, and so on and so forth. So like on the template that you guys are going to download, these will all be available over here for you to change a little bit easier. Okay. So this is a simple animation.
Pedro,
Yep.
quick question. And I think there's a way to do this, I believe. But Ben asks, is there a way to make it not loop and just stop at the end of the path, like do it once or tie to a milestone change or something like that?
So there is a way for you to do that inside the visual graph, but it's a little bit complex. So we suggest that if you want to show this and stop at some point, on your presentation, I usually suggest that you change the milestone and then like end this object at this milestone, and then on the next one you put another object over here that's parked, right? This is the easiest way, but there are ways to do that inside the visual programming as well.
You can
Cool.
set up triggers and rules that these
Yeah,
things initiate per
yeah,
milestone, right? So you don't like
exactly.
if you only okay.
Yeah, there are some things that we can do to this template over here that will allow you to control when the action stops, when the action ends, and also what is the trigger for that. If it's the scenario start, if it's a milestone change, or things like that. You can even do more like a animation start. Completes itself, then the object goes to another line, and so on and so forth. But these are more complex animations that we can learn over time.